ready to get started. And at this point, I would like to introduce our first speaker. And as you come to speak, be attentive to our timekeeper to get your start time so that you are given the proper amount of time and you don't start the wrong time. So at Gavalier Abney, are you ready to speak?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Professor Rubin, would you give Gavalier Abney a start time, please?
Yes. Get ready. You start in 3, 2, 1, go.
A famous saying by Nelson Mandela is that education is the weapon you can use to change the world. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I, Avni Arora of Mother Teacher School, Barnala, Punjab, India, stand before you with a grateful attitude to discuss a crucial topic that holds immense significance in our society: humanization of education. Is education just about getting marks and being the topper in competitions? Is education just limited in our classrooms? Does education have a greatest purpose in our life? Won't our life be easier when a test was a task? In an era driven by technological advancements and rapid changes, it becomes increasingly important to reevaluate the way we educate and nurture our future generations. Education should not be reduced to a mere transfer of information, but rather a holistic approach that focuses on developing well-rounded individuals with empathy, critical thinking, and a deep understanding of human experience. Marks aren't the only requirement from the education. We need euphoria. In recent years, there has been a growing realization that our education system has become too focused on standardized testing and rote memorization. Students are often seen as empty vases, waiting to be filled with facts, figures, and formulas. This approach not only stifles the creativity, but also fails to address the emotional, social, and ethical aspects of learning. We need to shift our focus towards a more human-centered education model that values the uniqueness and potential of each individual. Humanizing education means creating an environment where students are actively engaged in their learning journey. It involves cultivating their innate curiosity, encouraging them to ask questions, fostering their ability to think critically and independently. We must move away from the traditional one-size-fits-all approach and embrace personalized learning that recognizes and accommodates the diverse needs, strengths, and interests of each student. Furthermore, humanizing education necessitates a strong emphasis on developing social and emotional skills. Empathy, compassion, and effective communication are the essential qualities that enable individuals to navigate the complexities of human relationships. By incorporating these skills into the curriculum, we can foster a culture of understanding, respect, and collaboration. This will empower students to become not only academically successful, but also compassionate and responsible members of the society. In addition to emphasizing intellectual and emotional growth, we must also recognize the importance of practical life skills. Education should equip students with the abilities and knowledge required to thrive in the real world. This includes financial literacy, problem-solving skills, critical analysis, adaptability. By integrating these practical skills into educational framework, we prepare students to face the challenges of the modern world and make meaningful contributions to their communities. To humanize education, we must also bridge the gap between theory and practice. Classroom learning will not be isolated from the real world. By incorporating experiential learning, internships, and community engagement, we enable students to apply their knowledge in the real life situations. This will not only enhance their understanding, but also instills a sense of purpose and relevance in their education. Furthermore, the humanization of education requires a shift in the role of teachers. Are teachers supposed to be mere instructors? No, they are supposed to be mentors, facilitators, and role models. This should foster an inclusive and nurturing environment where students feel safe to embrace their ideas, engage in meaningful discussion, and express their individuality. Teachers play a pivotal role in shaping the minds and hearts of young learners. And by empowering them with the necessary resources and support, we can transform education into a truly human-centered experience. Love of learning means passion for learning, a desire to learn, not just for learning's sake. In fact, curiosity and love of learning are among the most closely related strengths. While curiosity is a motivating force that leads you to seek new information, love of learning refers to the desire to understand the information. In conclusion, the humanization of education is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Our education system needs to evolve to meet the demands of rapidly changing world and to address the unique needs of each student. By embracing personalized learning, fostering social and emotional skills, integrating practical life skills, connecting theory with practice, and empowering teachers, we can create an educational ecosystem that nurtures the potential of every individual. Let us work together to humanize education and build a brighter and more compassionate future for the generations to come. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you for that wonderful speech. And thank you for the great information you shared, insight and thought. Thank you so much. At this point, Gavalier Amrit, are you prepared to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Professor Rubin, would you give
Great.
Gavalier a start time, please?
Sure. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
There are two educations. One should teach us how to make living and the other how to live. Glorified day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kalo from Mother Teacher School, stand before you today to discuss the prospect of humanizing education. For far too long, education has been seen as a means to an end, a way to secure a good job and earn a decent living. However, education is much more than that. Education should not only prepare individuals for their future career, but also for life. Education should foster a sense of empathy, compassion, and critical thinking. Education should humanize individuals and allow them to develop into well-rounded individuals. The current education system is focused on standardized tests, grades, memorization. The emphasis is on achieving high scores and competing with peers, rather than on learning and growth. As a result, students are often overwhelmed and stressed with little time or energy to pursue their passions and interests. This approach is not only counterproductive, but also dehumanizing. Education is what remains when we have forgotten all that we learned at school. How much of what we were taught at school helped us in life? I think this is because we educate for livelihood, neglecting the need to be educated for life. Everywhere we go, we all find educated adults, well settled but completely clueless about how to live life. They live a mundane life, quite miserable and confused, with few weekends and a yearly vacation. There are billions of people who have received what we consider as good education, but they seem to be completely lost in life. They don't know how to live, how to relate, what to do, and what not to. And education should be an agent peddling material for study or winning argument or mere promoter of a career. Knowledge is of higher order of awareness, as it is attained only by reasoning and observation and physics or scientific concepts. Gandhi's thought on education was that education should not be literacy only, but must enable students to solve the problems of life. Education should train students for self-reliance and make them independent thinkers. Role of education is to find out how to cultivate the intellect, not just pass some exams and being qualified in certain ways. As the society is changing, the role of education is changing as well. Because education always try to meet the needs of the contemporary society. Higher the education, more money one makes, and society values such person very high. Thus, in our modern society, education has become an instrument to exploit marketplace. But truly, education is not just for utility purpose only. It helps build a culture thinking society. So should schools prepare us only for the workforce or teach a wholesome lesson of life? Premise of mass education is good for the construction of a civic-minded, well-informed, and a moral and ethical society. Education is supposed to provide humankind with humanity, strength, and character. A person's worth should never be measured in how many degrees one has or how much money one makes, but by the service one provides to the society. So coming to this question, how should one get education only for making a comfortable living or aspire for much more? One is that education is not be a dry mind-stuffing activity in which the child is a bucket to be filled. Instead, the child must participate and see what is studied as relevant to his or her own experience. The other is his view that both teacher and student are something that goes on before, during, and after school and throughout life. His views had some influence on education, but like most things, diluted and misdirected in ways that muddle them rather bad. This will come from humility and desire to grow every day by acquiring knowledge, not information. When individuals acquire new knowledge, master skills, or gain a deeper understanding of a subject, they are passionate about it. It can draw out a sense of intellectual euphoria. Education is a lifelong process, and life teaches us new lessons every day. We learn not only in school, but also from a man on the street, our elders, and even younger. A newborn teaches us lesson in patience. All one has to do to open oneself to all new experience and ideas and learn something every day. Learning is a dynamic process, and one should never stop learning because if you do, then you stop growing intellectually and spiritually. One must aspire for education for life, not just for living. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
Thank you for that fine speech and well thought out. Thank you so much for that. Gavalier DeWall, are you prepared to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Great. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everyone. So, humanization of education. As the very word states, humanization to make something of human nature or to make something which humans are capable of understanding. So, this humanization of education, we transform education in such a way that people are able to understand it throughout their life, but not just in books. Hello everyone, I am Dhaval Shah, a proud Gavalia of IHS from Jabalpur. So, I'll be giving you a highlight on what exactly humanization of education is. Today, we are in a rat race of rote memorization, excellence, and achieving. So, is this ever good for life? No, because if we learn to push others in order to succeed, we'll get nothing. We'll achieve nothing in life. And that's why humanization of education is needed to make it vibrant, to make it euphoric, to make it enjoyable for everyone. So, do you know that what exactly this education is for? What are we going to do this for? We have this education, we pursue education in order to succeed in life when we grow big. And at what age do we start our education? At a very, very tender age. Yes, at a very young age, we start our education because it is said, मैं कच्ची माटी हूँ गुरुवर घट तुम मुझे बना देना ज्ञान की ज्योत सहारा देकर सुंदर रूप सजा देना. And what it states that we as kids have a very young mind, a mind like clay. Anyone can shape it in any way, and teacher uses its skill and knowledge to shape it in a good way, to ignite the knowledge in ourselves with the help of their knowledge. Yes, in ancient India, we had a concept of a gurukul or the Gyan Mandir. We called it the temple of education. And why it's temple of education? Because there we study education, we worship Lord Saraswati. So like the concept of Gurukul, it was so vibrant and so humanized that you'll be amazed to hear about it. Right from admission till graduation, we learned something. We learned a message of life, what will be used in our life. When we were to get admission, we had to leave our home for a specific years and then enter in Gurukul. This depicted that you yourself have to work hard for you, but no one is going to do that for you. And then it was a holistic development of student in not only mental and physical, but also social and spiritual way. Yes, we learned there many things. And when we graduated, we offered Guru Dakshana, a gift to teacher for their guidance in the past few years. See how vibrant the concept was, how euphoric the concept was. This is what exactly we need, and this is the best example of humanized education. I am not here to criticize Western education. I'm not here to say that, okay, it's bad and it's good, and this we should follow, and this we should not follow. But I want to say that yes, there are changes needed, and not some, but many changes needed. So exactly what will happen after humanization, like such a revolution comes? We students will be the learners of our own terms. We'll get the skill education and will not follow a standardized curriculum which is meant for everyone. Just think I told you about the mind like a clay. It can be molded in any way. So just imagine if this mind is molded in a way like we are just developing a desire to like, oh, I want to get first and like I want to excel in life and this and that. Such a society is, I don't think so, needed in the future. It will disrupt the events of the future. So that's why we need humanization of education. And I just don't get any sense that how a student or all the students of the same age can be taught things equally. They all have different abilities, qualities, backgrounds, and differences. And how can we give them the same education? So I don't think so that's very good today in this society, because when we look forward, when we look into the future, we see a good, bright thing because it's everything we are imagining. But if we really want it, we need to work hard for it. And as the time permits, I have to end soon. So just one last thing I want to say, that it is said that the change is a law of nature. And I want to add a small thing to it. Change is a law of nature, but sometimes we have to bring the change rather than waiting for it to become the need of the hour. And I'm very proudly saying that through IHS and through III, we are bringing that change in the field of humanization of education. It's a vast topic to speak, and I can speak like more than 7 minutes on that, but I have to end now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, IHS, for providing me this stage. Thank you, Shama ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that well done speech, and look forward to hearing the evaluations. Thank you, Gavalier DeWall. Excuse me, my apologies. At this time, Gavalier Tanvir, are you prepared to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Timekeeper, would you give this Gavalier start time, please?
Yes, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Education is the passport for the future, but tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. And as said by Robert Frost, education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Warm greetings, everyone. This is Tanveer Kaur, a student of 10th grade. With a deep sense of humility, I am representing Mother Teacher School, Banana. I'm really grateful to the authorities for giving me this wonderful platform to be a part of this speaker exchange program. Now, I'll be presenting my perspective on humanization of education, which aims at using education not only for living, but for life. Beginning with a small story of an employee while he was narrating his experience, he said, at the beginning of my career, I was well prepared in terms of content knowledge, lesson planning, and basic classroom management. What I did not have even a tiny clue about is something that still plagues teachers everywhere today, learning how to manage paperwork efficiently. This is what a perfectly educated man doing an ideal job mentioned. I wonder, what if students were given simple learning targets and create their own units? What if students learn from evolving questions? What if every step of the learning process was collaborated and curated? Issue is that if great educational minds of the day were charged with sitting in a room and reinventing school, it would look nothing like it does today. It would be higher powered, more efficient, more individualized, and completely customizable. Education in common term means accumulation of a knowledge or a degree, but it will lead us nowhere in terms of humanity and actually living life. Education is not only merely acquirement of facts, but also of values which help us improve the different facets of human life. First thing that we need to do is assure that these ideas are not just for the sake of change, but for the betterment of our schools and colleges. Teaching and learning are profoundly personal experiences, yet systems of education often prioritize agendas that alienate people rather than engage people. The approach at reconceptualizing teaching and learning as a co-constructed praxis has the capacity to transfer the classroom from a place of containment to one of expansiveness. Through critical, qualitative, curative, and art-integrated approaches, this collection aims to humanize education. Teachers are not prepared to handle the emotional demands of learning environments in which students and their families, along with the staff, face regular traumatic events and other stressful incidents. Humanization disrupts dehumanization by teaching students knowledge, love of self, solidarity, and self-determination. I believe that we should look at education as means to uplift our mind and soul to a height when we do not think of our own superiority of career, but the strength of our mind towards common goals of making the world a better. One of the key aspects of humanizing education is the development of a more holistic approach to learning. This approach recognizes the learning of a person beyond the classroom and focuses on the whole person, not just their academic achievements. This approach helps them not to succeed academically only, but also develop emotional, social, and creative intelligence. What we need is upbringing that brings about inner change. True change only happens as a result of one's interaction with the right environment. So education that stresses the building of an environment that helps us become human is the only thing that can help humanity. The best education does not prepare students for a test or for college or for a job. It prepares them to keep learning, taught by the right teachers toward life's innermost. Achieving the goal of humanizing education involves a shift from a teacher-centered to a learner-centered approach. This approach aims to provide students with an education that helps them to excel in every field and not just the academic aspects. Lots of kids come to school with invisible backpacks, weighted with struggle, stress, worry, fear, anxiety, trauma, unmet physical needs, loneliness, anger, sadness. Hopelessness can make them so heavy, too heavy for learning to happen. I think happiness, elation, joy, sensuality, these heavenly feelings are the things that really make us feel alive inside. What really matters is the joy of experiencing life for its own sake. And this all comes from the education which teaches us art of living. No one really learns well when the teachers are stressed and burdened, because stressed and burdening teacher enforced is an equity issue. If we believe in equity and want our students to do, we have to ensure that our educators are doing well too. Euphoria in education sector is indeed one of the greatest demands in the present scenario. It cannot be constant, but if the environment is friendly, then everyone can find happiness. The job is not to prepare students for something. It is to help students to prepare themselves for anything and everything. Concluding this all, I would say that let's be more concerned with who we are teaching rather than what we are teaching. Education does not mean knowledge only. It contains a life within it. It is not an arrangement. It is a duty. It is not merely a means of livelihood. It is a precious treasure of the noble tradition of giving wisdom. Thank you.
Very well done. Thank you for that great speech, and look forward to hearing evaluation as we go forward. Thank you. At this point, Gavalier Puneet, are you prepared to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Timekeeper, please give Gavalier
Yes,
Puneet our time.
get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Education is one thing that no one can take from you. Euphoria evening, everyone. This is Puneet Kaur from Mother Teacher School, Barnala, India. I am a student of 10th grade, and today I'm going to speak about the concept of humanization of education. Well, I think the session which we are attending right now is one of the best examples to prove humanization of education in our daily lives. Let's take the concept of humanization of education to a deeper level. Okay, so humanization of education. It is a concept that aims to use education not only for the purpose of earning a living, but also to enrich and enhance one's life. For far too long, education has been seen primarily as a means to an end, with the ultimate goal of being able to obtain a good job and achieve financial stability. While this is certainly an important aspect of education, it's not the only one. We need to recognize that education can and should serve a much broader purpose to help individuals become more well rounded, thoughtful, and engaged members of society. The humanization of education is a concept that seeks to do just that. At its core, this approach to education places the emphasis on the individual rather than on the system. It recognizes that each student is a unique human being with their own interests, passions, and aspirations. It acknowledges that education is not just about the transfer of information, but also about the development of character, creativity, and critical thinking skills. One of the key components of humanized education is the focus on humanized education, that importance of collaboration and teamwork. It recognizes that in real world, success often depends on our ability to work effectively with others. By encouraging collaboration, teamwork in the classroom can help students develop important interpersonal skills that will serve them in their future careers and personal relationships. Another important aspect of humanized education is the focus on experiential learning. This means giving students the opportunity to learn by doing rather than just by cramming chemical formulas, chemical compounds, or mathematical formulas. It means experiential learning means providing hands-on experience that allows students to apply what they have learned in real-world situations. This approach to learning is particularly effective because it allows students to see the practical applications of what they are learning and develop the critical problem solving skills in this process. Another important aspect of humanized education means it is a focus on creativity and innovation. In today's rapidly changing world, it is essential that we equip our students with the skills and mindset needed to adapt to new challenges and opportunities. By encouraging creativity and innovation in the classroom, we can help our students to perform better in their lives. We can help our students to develop the ability to think outside the box, to question assumptions, and to come up with innovative ideas, innovative solutions to complex problems that is really going to help them in their lives, and that is really going to make them successful in whatever they do. Finally, humanized education emphasizes the importance of lifelong learning. It recognizes education is not something that is confined or that ends when we graduate from a school, university, or college. Rather, it is a lifelong process of learning and growth that continues through our lives. By instilling a love of learning in students and by improving them with skills and knowledge needed to continue learning on their own, we can help ensure that they are supplied to navigate the challenges of an ever-changing world. We can prepare our students for every hurdles in their life. So, taking education, humanizing of education to a broader concept, it deals with providing practical implementation rather than just focusing on the theoretical portion. Because it is the world and this is not how life works. We are not just confined to few pages of book or a particular set of syllabus, because the examination of life is not confined to any syllabus. It can come out of anywhere. It's just uncertain. So in conclusion, the humanization of education is a movement that seeks to transform education from a means to an end in and itself. It recognizes education is not just about acquiring knowledge, skills, but also about developing the whole person. It also involves developing the whole person on the basis of emotions, social skills, and their spiritual well-being. It emphasizes the importance of experiential learning, collaboration, creativity, and innovation, and lifelong learning. By adopting this approach to education, we can help ensure that our students are prepared not just for the workforce, but for the life itself. So it is an euphoria to create educational environment, to create humanized education in our schools. Let's add this wonderful education system in our education system. Thank you for your attention.
Nicely done. Thank you for that fine speech, and appreciate your thoughts. Look forward to hearing evaluations. Now at this time, we're going to hear from our evaluators. Just a reminder to our evaluators of our time constraints on your evaluation, maximum 3 minutes, and that you will be watching for time given, and look forward to hearing from you. Evaluator Avneet, are you prepared to share your evaluation?
Yes, I am.
Great. So time begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. I am Avneet Nija from London. I am an active member within the IHS community, and today I had the pleasure of evaluating project speaker Avni Aurora. But firstly, I'd like to say that each speaker was phenomenal, and you all demonstrated a high caliber. Avni, thank you for delivering such an informative speech about the humanization of education. So firstly, you spoke very eloquently and with enthusiasm about this topic. Your engagement with the audience is very good. For example, when you spoke with clarity about the need of evolving real-life education. You also had excellent eye contact, and it felt as though you were directing each of us directly. Furthermore, you also used quotations from Nelson Mandela, which was a very powerful opener. When any speaker uses quotations in their speech, it helps the audience to reflect and relate to what is being said. So well done for doing that. And your speech was inspiring and passionate. You took the audience on a journey through life and highlighted the importance of emotional intelligence. You did this through examples, which is very effective, as it helped the listener to engage with your speech. To develop your public speaking to the next level, I would suggest these 2 points. Firstly, try to slow down your pace so the audience can really absorb all of your words. Secondly, practice delivering your speech in front of a mirror because a speaker does way more than speak. We communicate with our eyes, our hands, our body posture. So I hope you found my evaluation useful. And once again, thank you for delivering a wonderful speech.
Well done. That was a very well presented, very thoughtful, very good. Thank you for that. Okay, evaluator Rayan, are you prepared to share your evaluation?
Yes, sir, I'm prepared.
Okay.
All right. Get ready. 2, 1, go. Please start your evaluation.
Okay. Respected mentors, honorable guests, and my dear friends, a very good evening to all of you. 10,000 years ago, when man used to tell stories around the fire, they would sit around the fire and tell stories. Congratulations, Amrit, for giving an absolutely amazing storytelling. Can we all give her a thunderous round of applause, y'all? Come on, everyone. Come on, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Amrit, you are like a craftsman, crafting each and every words and displaying them in your speech in a way to mind wash the audience. And I was sitting at the edge of my seat, waiting to see an explosion, and boom, here comes Amrit's speech. As you have said, child is not a bucket to be filled in, isn't it? There should be a sincere connection between the teacher and child. But I cannot relate with it now because I have graduated school a few days ago. Sad, I know, but yeah, those were the times. You kicked off your speech with graphic and vivid image of humanization of education. A lot of times I looked around myself thinking that whether I am in my house or in Amrit's storytelling. And that's a sign of a great speaker, a person who can take us from where we are as an audience to where they want us to go. Fantastic and bravo. The conclusion of the speech has made the audience to ponder upon the fact that education is for the standard of life and not living. Oh no, my dear friends. Sam, my fire alarm has started ringing. Is everything all right? Oh, okay, I got it. Amrit's explosive expressions has caught a fire on my house, isn't it? Okay, you made an apt eye contact on your screen. It is like our eyes, right? They are God-gifted cameras. We need to use them to direct the movie of our lives. And her confidence and transitions in her speech are like the cherry on top of the ice cream. And since every coin has two sides, I felt your speech had a little room for improvement, my dear friends. Okay, the improvement is you could have used more hand gestures and you could have added further props. Okay, and in a nutshell, your speech was thought-provoking and moving. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that evaluation, Rayan. We appreciate your insight and thought. Well presented. At this point, Evaluator Princey, are you prepared to share your feedback? Evaluator Princey.
Yes, sir, I am ready.
Okay.
All right, so get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everyone. I am Princey Sohani. Firstly, how is everyone? Come on, how is everyone? Give me a thumbs up if you're all right. I'm all right. Yes, Avneet, you're also all right. Thank you, my friend. So thank you so much, Shama ma'am, for this opportunity. I am Europhobe by taking up this opportunity and enjoying this wonderful session. Before I evaluate my friend, Dhaval, I would like all of you to tighten your seatbelts as we are going on a ride to evaluation. In this evaluation, I would love to use 2 stars and
two wishes method, as it is my favorite method. In this method, I will tell two stars, two strengths of Dhaval's speech, and two wishes, two areas to improve where Dhaval could have improved his speech. My first star is your confidence and your hand expressions were just wow, Dhaval. And my second star is your poem, especially those words, Gyan Jyoti. My first wish to you, oh Santa Claus, my first wish to you would be to add humor to your speech. And my second wish to you is, Dhaval, your speech was great, but you lacked a bit of confidence, a bit, just a bit, and became nervous. Suggestion? Oh, yes. Suggestion? Yes, I would love to give you a suggestion, and that would be to be confident and add humor to your speech, because no one else loves humor than me. Whatever were those loopholes and suggestions and areas to improve, but your speech was next level. Brother, you rocked it. I would like to end my speech listening, and now you reach destination. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that insightful evaluation, and appreciate that expression. Evaluator Ankar, are you prepared to share your evaluation?
Yes, sir. Great. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ankar Nija from London, and I'm honored to know many of you already. I'll be evaluating Tanveer on her enlightening speech on the humanization of education. Tanveer, I was blown away with your speech, and you spoke with great confidence about this topic. I can see that you have great potential as a speaker. I love the way you opened your speech with the quotes from Robert Frost. This served you well as a hook, which engaged your audience. It was excellent that you used a story too. This made it more interesting, and it helped the audience to relate to the topic. I also love the analogy of the invisible backpack. It was great. Moving on, you used a very tone throughout the speech. This helped the audience to understand your message, because when a speaker uses varied tone, it can help to improve the audience engagement, because the audience relates better with the speaker and their speech. With further analysis, your speech was very passionate, and you spoke with great poise and clarity. You expressed this through your facial and body language, with examples which were very effective. Now, here are 2 pointers to help develop your public speaking to the next level. Firstly, try to incorporate rhetorical questions. This can keep the audience engaged and help them to stay focused and attentive. And secondly, try to use inflection. This refers to the tone of voice at the start and end of your sentences and can signal a question or statement. So try using these tips in future speeches. Finally, just a little tip for every speaker. Sometimes using prompt cards or some little notes, just in case if you get a point during your speech, can really help. However, you must always ensure that you don't rely on prompt cards as well, because the speaker could lose the spontaneity and the naturalness of the speech. So it's important to remain authentic. So I hope you found my evaluation useful. And once again, thank you for delivering a wonderful speech.
Very well done. Thank you for that. Nice presentation. Evaluator Bababi, are you prepared to share your evaluation?
Yes, sir.
Great. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wishing all the ladies and gentlemen the phenomenal and a marvelous evening. So fill yourself with euphoria so that this evening and the speaker exchange program be a tremendous fun. So while educating the minds of the youth, don't forget to teach their hearts. Myself Weber said,
from Agra, Uttar Pradesh, India, and also the member of the two prominent institutes. Number one, International House of Speakers, IHS, and number two, International Institute of Influencers, III. So, Humanization of education reckons on the pedagogy of the educators to influence, to navigate, and to coexist within the social political context. And also the practices from the teachers, from the students, from the leaders, and the community members. Education indoctrinates the values and assists them in the development of the society as a whole. So it also boosts up the culture of the society and institutions. First of all, each and every project speaker was magnificent and marvelous. So this time I will be evaluating Puneet. That is the project speaker 5. So your speech was marvelous. And you have a very good eye contact with the audience, which is none other than a difficult task for each and every speaker. But you did it well. Okay. And your conclusion signals the end. Introduction was engrossing, but the things to be kept in mind for the future that you can do or you can become a good speaker. So I want to suggest some points that you should have a smile on your face so that everyone gets interested in your speech. Okay. And you should use some props so that it can make your speech attractive. Okay, so that everyone should get attracted to listen at what you are saying and add some clarity and be confident, right? So, in a nutshell, you are a very good speaker and you can do well. But the things that I have suggested you should have to be keep in mind because you are at the global level and you should speak at such a level that each and everyone get influences by you because that is what is done by IHS and III to influence the people to make each and everyone a good leader and a good speaker. So that's it. And in a nutshell, if I suggest that you have you should speak some loud because I have also a problem in listening you that what you are saying. So I didn't understand that at all, but as much as I could, I did it. So I said you have to be loud, be confident, and have a good smile on your face, and use some props. And okay.
Thank you for that evaluation. I appreciate that good feedback for our project speakers. So at this point, well done speeches, well done evaluations. Thank you. Look forward to, as we move forward, to consider who will be our winning candidates. And at this point, Ryan, are you prepared to walk us through some table topics?
Yes, sir, I'm prepared.
I just want to remind our jurists to be sure and be sharing your responses back on the rating of our project speakers, and that the feedback for our speakers should be one of a general nature to the group. So look forward to hearing from everyone. So Rayan, take it along and let's have some good conversation.
Dr. Kevin, before we go on with the table topics, it's good to give the time report because the judges need to be if somebody is disqualified.
Thank you for that reminder. Please share that information.
Great. So we are having for the project speakers, the time report is as follows. First speaker, Afnin Aurora, spoke for 5 minutes, 33 seconds. Second speaker, Amrit Kaur, spoke for 5 minutes, 29 seconds. Third speaker, Jawal Shah, spoke for 5 minutes, 48 seconds. Fourth speaker, Tanvir Kaur, 5 minutes, 37 seconds. The fifth speaker, Puneet Kaur, spoke for 5 minutes, 53 seconds. Congratulations to all. They are all qualified, so ready to be judged. Thanks.
Thank you for that. Good information and appreciate the reminder. Okay, Rayan, are we ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You may begin.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Honorable President, respected mentors, fellow guests, and my dear Gavaliers, a very cheerful evening to all of you. Myself, Rayan Sayed, Youth Ambassador of III, and your table topic master for today. I welcome you all to the quest of table topics. Yes, you're right. Those good old table topics where people start going like, please don't choose me. But firstly, everyone chill out, okay? I'm not a serial killer, but definitely I got to choose my victims. So here's how it is going to go. I will be first choosing my victims and announcing him or her the topic on which he has to speak up to 2 minutes. You will be given 30 seconds grace time at the start. And after I tell you the topic, for you to think and ponder 30 seconds. So are you guys pumped up and ready? Come on. I need a yes from everyone. Come on, unmute and say it.
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so that's the spirit, and let's begin. So to begin with, my first victim, who should it be? Gavalier Onkar. Okay, come on, Gavalier Onkar. I would like to decide your fate today. I have 5 topics with me. I want you to choose any number from 1 to 5. Okay, so come on, pick a number.
Go for 3.
3. Okay. So your topic is, if happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich? I repeat, if happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich?
So, if happiness was the global currency, what job would make me rich? Well, I think the thing that makes me most happy is helping other people and helping them to develop and helping them to grow. And there's this thing that I keep and my sister Avneet keeps, we keep very close to our hearts. We just try to have a ripple effect and the largest impact as possible. So when we're helping one person, it's not just that one person. We have the larger ripple effect to helping many other young people and children all around us, along with, for example, the books that we've published, as well as just writing the books. It's not just about the people who read the books, it's about the charities and how they help all the other people. So that's the thing that would really make me feel happy, as in if the currency. So also charity is a very important part of what some people do, for example, to help them stay happy. And as a part-time, as it can be really rewarding and really beneficial for some people because it can help them to step away and take time to help people. And that's really what Avneet and I enjoy to do. For example, with the book proceeds, we donate. And there's a quote that I go by, happiness is a journey, not a destination. So it's not, when I get this, I will be happy. It's all about enjoying the game of life, as we call it. And as you go, enjoying everything that you go by and everything you do. Thank you.
Wow, Gavalier Onkar. And as you said, happiness is not a journey, but it is a destination. You and Avneet have already helped everyone with your books. And as I've always said, that these two are the youngest authors I've ever seen. Okay, keep it up and bravo. Okay, now let's move on with my second victim. Who should I take care? Okay, Avni Arora. So, Avni, your topic is, imagine yourself to be a Shark Tank contestant and try to pitch me any of your business idea. And don't forget, be creative. I repeat, imagine yourself to be a Shark Tank contestant and try to pitch me any of your business idea.
Thank you, Ryan, for giving this opportunity. Hi, Shah. I'm Agni Arora, and today's my product for you is a happiness pill. So this is a big box of happiness pills, and there are unlimited pills. Whenever you take one, one gets filled in on its own, and you can take as many as you want. You can take as many as you want in a day. It will never end. The box will never be empty. Whenever you take it, you have a big smile on your face. Whenever you feel sad, you can just pop one, and there are no side effects. The best part, no side effects. And you know how much does it cost? Just $1. So you can buy it from any website, and it's available all the time, and you can just take one pill and be happy, and there are no obligations to be happy, because you know we have to be happy in your life. If you are not living a life happily, then what is the purpose of life? Because it's a one-time offer, you have to use it well. So here's my product for you, a happiness jar, and I hope you love it, and you have to invest in it. I am requesting you to invest in it because it's such a great product. And here's this product for you. I hope you like my presentation. Thank you, Shark.
Wow, Avni. You know what? I'm going to give 100% equity for these happiness pills. Okay, let us collaborate for it. That was really creative, by the way. And come on, everyone. I gotta go to buy those pills. Okay. Thank you.
Ren, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I want everyone to give a big applause to Avni for giving such a wonderful Shark Tank. I think Shark Tank people, if they hear this, they will be the first people to invest in. And I want each and everyone present here, as well as everyone who are watching us, to invest in this amazing happiness idea of Shark Tank, which Avani has amazingly, incredibly explained in such a wonderful way. Thank you, Avani, for making our day today. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Avani. Thank you so much. And Ryan, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, come on now. My third victim, I guess, Gavalier Avneet. Okay, your topic is complete the sentence and narrate a whole story after this. Okay. Oh no, it's 6:40 a.m. I'm running late to school. I repeat, complete the sentence and narrate a whole story after this. Oh no, it's 6:40 a.m. I'm running late to school. Over to you.
Thank you, Ryan. I would say not panic and carry on. Because as Henry Ford says, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Well, if you just stay calm, keep quiet, and move on, you will just be able to just make it to school, as you say in this scenario. So say that person, so let's say it's called person number one. Imagine if person number one didn't make it to school that day just because they said, I'm not going to make it to school. I'm not going to make it to school. That's because their brain thought, I'm not going to make it to school. So they didn't make it to school. But imagine another person called person number two, who was also running late for school, said, I will make it to school. Guess what? They'll make it to school. So that. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Gavalier Avneet. But you know, I cannot make it to school anymore because I'm graduated and it's over right now, right? Okay. Now my fourth victim, Gavalier Amrit Kaur. Amrit Kaur, firstly, I want you to decide your fate, okay? Pick a number between 1 and 2, okay? Come on, pick any one, 1 or 2.
2.
Okay, so this topic is, is it easier to love or hate, and why? I repeat, Is it easier to love or hate, and why?
Hello, everybody. This side Amrit Kaur. Thank you, Ryan. So, my topic is it easier to love or hate? I think it is much easier to love because love comes naturally to heart, but hate is required. As as once Nelson Mandela told, if people could taught to love, if people could learn to hate, they can also taught to love. Here, it is very easy to love, and I would like to say, love everybody, and this is our, it is a human. Coming to this topic as well, we are just talking about the humanizing of the education, which is not as it is not only concerned as well as education, but also like humanizing means to love everybody, like to humanize the humanity between you. So I like to say that it is very easy, and people could taught to love, and loves come naturally to heart than hate. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Cavalier Amrit. And very rightly said, we need to spread love first and extinguish the hate spreading throughout, right? Humanization of education is what teaches us this. Thank you, Amrit. Okay, now, my dear friends, my last but not the least victim, Shubh Karman Singh. Okay, Shubh sir. Your topic is, what is that one thing that you do not like about school education system and why? I repeat, what is that one thing that you do not like about school education system and why?
The one thing that I do not like about the school education system is the teachers. They are the best and also the worst part of school education system. For example, there would be a teacher that you like the most, and there would also be a teacher that you hate. Well, not necessarily hate, not like as much. So when a teacher teaches you with individual efforts and treats you like an individual person rather than a robot to send commands to, that teacher becomes your favorite teacher. But when a teacher treats you like a simple robot and wants you to do everything that he or she says, then that would be the worst part of the school. And this, again, our topic, humanization of education, is very related to the teachers, as our school's policy is the teacher is the first mother. So, mother is the first teacher. So, yeah, teachers are the best and the worst part of the school. Thank
you. Thank you, Shubh. I hope your teachers don't see this clip, You know what? I'm sorry for their side. But anyways, you have said facts, and mother is the first teacher. We all know. Thank you, Shubh. Okay, wow. After listening to my 5 victims, I have been found guilty. I don't know what I'm going to be charged with. I need to leave. The FBI is coming right now. Till then, it was a bombastic session, you guys. You guys have nailed it. Signing off, your table topics master. Gonna hand it over to our dear Kevin, sir. Sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Ryan. Great session on table topics, very challenging, very insightful. So, thank you. And now I would like to invite our jurist to provide some general feedback to the group, and so as to encourage and share. So at this point, Professor Jagdish, would you share some insights with our group of speakers, please?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's wonderful to be on the jury seat for such a wonderful session. And I would like to state that, sir, if you remember, you yourself and Dr. Sharma has given me a task to prepare a curriculum on humanization of education. And I must confess, today I learned a lot what to be included in that curriculum. So thank you, all the project speakers, You were all wonderful. And I would like to say that I would like to compliment Principal Daljit Rana and all the participants from MTS that you were all very wonderful and you are giving a tough fight to our Gavaliers who were there earlier. So it has been wonderful. Your content has been very rich overall, and a lot of points have been included into that. Even intellectual euphoria, learning from everyone, emotional skills, cross-cultural skills. So it has been a very diverse aspects that have been covered by all the participants. And your confidence was also very good. The communication, the language used was extremely good, and it's really wonderful. I would only like to mention that perhaps some of you did not use your body language as much as it could have been, although the content was very rich. You see, the purpose of this communication is that you don't have to only inform, you have to influence the audience also. And influencing is, you see, whenever the audience enjoys your presentation, we can term it as a good presentation. But when the presenter himself or herself starts enjoying what he or she is delivering, it becomes a great presentation. And that is why we have to be in it, totally enjoy the process of telling something, presenting something. That enjoyment has to come from your body language. But one caution I would like to say is that please don't overdo it. Let not dramatics replace the attention from your content. So there has to be a quite good balance of using body language as well as presenting the facts. That is my advice for everyone, and I'm too happy to be part of this session. It was a great learning experience also, and it gives us confidence that our future is in secure hands. So wish you all the best, all the Cavaliers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Jagdish, for that feedback. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Sujatha to please share your feedback to the group, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kirti. And I've learned from Dr. Sharma that, feedback must always be like sandwich. So all the speeches were mind-blowing speech, my dear children. You did it really, really well. As Professor Jagdish said, there must be a rapport between you and the audience. I think most of you have done a lot of research on the topic and the facts were given, but the rapport, that was lagging a bit, the eye contact. It was like, you by hearting a chunk a lot and delivering that content to the audience, that was a feeling that I had. But you did it beautifully. Again, later, please make sure that you use more gestures, you crack some jokes in between, and I'm happy like Dawal sang 2 or 3 lines in between. So whenever you do something unique, people will be noticing you. So that kind of speech you have to present in future as you are doing it for the first time. You can learn a lot from your teammates. Evaluators also did a wonderful job. You can learn from others. That is the beauty of this platform. And, I would like to congratulate your principal, for giving you such an opportunity, and make sure that you use, again, some props also in between, and always speak from the heart. Audience should feel like, okay, you are talking to them, you're speaking to them from your heart. And that was lagging a bit. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sujatha, for that insightful feedback. At this time, I would like to invite Professor Rubin to share some feedback with our speakers.
Well, after the great feedback of the judges, I can just add something very important, is that feel what you say. Remember that the message that you are giving, is yours. So you have to feel the message as yours in order to share. Because you remember this, you cannot share something that is not yours. And for this, good feedback is the very language, as was mentioned by the judges. So don't forget to use your body language that accompanies your speech. And that is very emotional. Remember that human beings are emotional. And in order to influence minds, you have to go to emotions. All in all, you all were great. Congratulations.
Thank you for that feedback, Professor. Now I would like to, like to invite Dr. Kareem to provide some feedback to the group, please.
Absolutely. So this has been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to be here. To Ankar, Avni, Avneet, Amrit, and Shukarman. And I pray that I've said those properly. The most beautiful thing in the world is to hear one's name. So I pray I said it properly. Thank you so much for just the honor and privilege of hearing you guys speak today. It was absolutely wonderful. The most contagious thing in the world is an idea. Once you hear it, you cannot get rid of it. It spreads quicker and faster than any cold. And so one of the things I'm looking for is to see if can you take the table topic and turn it into an idea that infects me in such a way that I can't shake it, I can't get rid of it. There's no medicine that's going to make it go away. And for the most part, I got that in every single speech, every single word you guys gave me in that 2-minute or less time frame. You did a great job with it. Some of you use quotes to illustrate it and bring it home. Just a few things I want to give just to make things better for everyone out there. Remember that when you take the table, when you take to the stage, when you take to the camera, number one, speak with confidence. So when I say confidence, it's not about what you say. I want to know, can I feel it from your heart? Meaning that you solely back the message of what you're giving me, not regurgitated information, but you actually feel it and believe it. Why? Because that's what makes your ideas contagious. Can you give me eye contact? I want to know that you're looking directly at me so I feel that you're speaking directly to me. And also, just make sure that you're making the world believe in the message and the ideas and the values that you want to bring forward. I love everyone here today. Remember to use hand gestures. Use that as one of the best props in the world to illustrate and bring things in. And then the last thing in the world I have down here for you guys is continue to get better. There's no such thing as a perfect speech. There's no such thing as a perfect speaker. I've been doing this for 2 decades. There's always room for improvement. So what I've learned is the more you do this, the better you become. And table topics is always difficult because you got to do it on the spot. There's nothing written out. You can't go to anything and read or rehearse speech. You got to pull it directly from up here. So always be in the value of learning so you can pull from an infinite pool of knowledge. And that way your speeches will always be revolutionary and they'll be game changing. I had the privilege and pleasure to be here today and hear all of this. And I can't wait to see what you guys do with the topics you talked about. Dr. Kevin, it's back to you.
Thank you very much for that feedback. Very much appreciated. And certainly would like to hear from Dr. Lisa, feedback for the group on their speeches, ma'am.
Absolutely. Wow. Wow. What an honor it was to sit here and listen. Ifeanyi Onowa, an African author, said that youths are arrows to the future, and you all are astro-terrestrial with your ability to bring information and communicate your point with such poise and absolute confidence. And I, just like Sajata, I'm in the spirit of always sandwiching. So I loved it. Overall, table topics blew me away to see how quickly you all pulled from yourself what you have inside of you to make it work with what Ryan was pushing at you. So that just impressed me, because I know not a lot of adults that we suffer with that. We're like, so you all hit that out of the park. Just a couple of things, not to overdo what was said before, that we want to see, you connecting. So there was so much research I can see you all put into the first round. I forgot what we call that, but the first round you all did so well. However, maybe just consider doing less of the data and choosing a couple strong points that you connected, that you make your own, and flow with it. I love seeing DeWall standing there and sort of an attempt to do a rapport with us and have his hands and body language into it. Try that for some of you as well. And then also, I love the confidence and the diction that was shown, a lot of connection and depth and passion for the subject matter. So keep pushing on. I'm not going to add too much. Table topics, again, that is brilliant. But again, keep the eye contact, keep the connection with your audience. Don't worry about too much data. Worry about the effectiveness and connecting with it for yourself so you can deliver it and you communicate the essence of what you really want to drive home with your audience. I want to say congratulations to you all. You did absolutely amazing. If this is what the future looks like, I'm saying we're in good hands this morning. I'm highly encouraged and motivated to see where you all turn out to be. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Elisa. Very good. Great feedback. And I would like to offer a bit of feedback in general as well. Content in your speeches is remarkable. You have thought it out well, and you have given a lot of good information and perspective. The passion was really good. I appreciated another one that hasn't been brought up is professional appearance. You all worked hard to present yourself well, and that is a vital part of speaking, to have that as part of how you do things. Now, a couple of suggestions. As we are involved in a global market and we are more involved with technology as we present and speak, just be sure to work on your technology and make sure that sound is working well, and that when you're using virtual backgrounds, that it fits well. Just so really check on your technology. I know there are challenges because you get into expenses, but if you can, try to get that ahead of time, because otherwise it detracts from you. So very good. I'm simply amazed at the great speeches, the great evaluations, well done, as well as the table topics. As was said earlier, coming up with responses extemporaneously is difficult to do, and to gather your thoughts like you did and present them, wow, really good. Ryan, thanks for your creativity on our table topics. So at this point, I would like to make sure I've heard back from our jurors, either in the private chat here or on WhatsApp. In the meantime, I would like to invite Dr. Sharma to maybe offer a remark or two while we finish up evaluating the ratings that our jurists have provided. Dr. Sharma?
Kevin, thank you so much for navigating this program. Thank you so much, Dr. Kevin. Good evening, my dear friends. I just want to, I don't know what to say, because our complete team, leadership team, has given such a wonderful way. They have evaluated you all amazingly from their bottom of the heart. They were trying to harness the best for you. And first of all, a big congratulations for trying to influence everyone. For, as our jury said, that our future is in safer hands, because the way you have turned up today was amazing. First, your thoughts were amazing. But what I want to tell you all is, remember one thing. When you're speaking, you are not talking. When you are speaking, you are not talking. Remember, you are speaking to influence. You are speaking to influence. You have to measure your speech by your influence. How much you are able to influence. You are trying to be a leader when you are speaking. People will follow you when you lead them with your voice, when you lead them with your body gesture, when you lead them with your smile, when you lead them with your eyes. It's not you just talking, its whole body has to talk. Your whole body. Have you noticed when you are speaking, your whole body is moving? Have you noticed your eyes are smiling? Have you noticed your cheeks are blushing? Make sure all these things, because if people are listening to you to get something from you. Your speech should give a solution to the problem that people are trying to get from you. To the solution. Nobody will listen to you if you're not providing solution to them. Remember this point in your life. If your speech is not having a solution for anybody's problem, it is of no use. So try to give that solution, my dear friends. You are being a leader, remember that. And a leader has to come out complete, his body should come out if he has to deliver a wonderful speech. That's it. So you're all wonderful. I must thank for your time, for every one of you, Dr. Daljit ji. Thank you so much for wonderful participants, for your leadership, for everything. And big thank you to all my family of IHS. Ms. Sujata, I know everyone are busy. Ms. Sujata, Dr. Kevin, Dr. Karim Alice, Colonel Tyagvirji, Professor Jagdish, Dr. Alisa. Actually, it's everything last moment. I have informed my whole team. As I was personally having certain problems in my family, I could not approach anyone these all days. And even though it was informed suddenly, my whole team, always like a family, Professor Ruben, sorry, missed your name. Professor Ruben, everyone as a family all the time, they maintain the standards of International House of Speakers. They come up all the time because they are trying to build leaders. Their vision and goal is to help you. Their vision and goal is to come and support you. That is what they are trying to execute. So I'm sure you all had wonderful information today, wonderful suggestions, wonderful wisdom nuggets from wonderful people. Rightly said, all the jury were such a wonderful, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Appreciate that so much. Always good to hear from our inspired leader. Thank you. At this point, after getting the feedback from all the jurists, first of all, it was a very tight competition, if you will, because all the speeches were so well done. But in the end, our jurists agreed that Gavalier Tanvir was the one that stood out among the speakers the most. So Gavalier Tanvir, thank you. Well done. Congratulations. And as far as our evaluators, the standout there among the jurists was Gavalier Ankar. Very well done. Thank you for that. And at this point, I don't have the tabletop results in. We'll have to get that and present that at a later moment.
Dr.
Yes.
Kevin, should we give the second place as well? Second place as well.
Okay, well, as far as second place goes, there was actually a tie, and that was for the speakers, it was Gavalier Avni and Gavalier DeWalt. Again, looking at the feedback and the numbers, it was down to the kind of a photo finish, if you will, because everyone did such a great job. So as the president of IHS and out of gratitude for the IHS leadership, thank you. You have done an outstanding job stepping forward. Much appreciated. From MTS, thank you so much for being here. Leadership of your principal and the great presentation by the students. Such an honor. We appreciate you taking your time as well and look forward to collaborating with all of you going forward. Dr. Sharma, as always, thank you for your leadership. And with that said, much gratitude.
Dr. Kevin, if you don't mind, a few words from our MTS principal, Daljit as well, before we end the program, Dr. Kevin.
Of course, sure.
So first of all, a big salute to all of you. The way today III organized this event, and now I believe that our future is in the safer hands. Today it was really wonderful event. Even I learned a lot. Few days before, Dr. Shama Hussain, one of my best friends, she told me, Daljit, we are going to organize this, our first event for International House of Public Speakers. And I was excited enough. On even that day, by the evening, I shared this message with my, one of the best friend, Mr. Morgan. He is our coordinator for all these kind of events, and our HOD English, Mrs. Sukhvinder. Both, they work, tirelessly and within a very short span of time. The way our students, they perform today, it's really commendable. And I'm thankful to the entire team of III and all the participants, all the jury members, all the judges, the way you are supporting this mission. Humanization of education is really commendable. I don't have, much words how to give my gratitude to this universe, that today is the great day and all we need to celebrate. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Daji. We again appreciate your involvement and participation.
One more thing I would like to add, sir. We would like to spread this message of humanization of education throughout the world. And I want to be the proud member of this IHS for India.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for your comments and feedback. And again, we appreciate you and your team and students. Thank you. All right, Dr. Sharma, unless you've got closing remarks, then I'm going to call this great session today to an end.
Yeah, Dr. Kevin, please, you go ahead, Dr. Kevin.
Thank you, everyone, again. God bless. Have an amazing rest of your day. And we look forward to our next time of collaboration and sharing. Take care, everyone. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. God bless everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. And congratulations to all the winners, to everyone. Congratulations to everyone.
To all the speakers and evaluators, tabletop.
To all the speakers and evaluators.
Yes, Ryan. Special congrats to you, Ryan. Yeah.
Congratulations. Well done. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lisa, Dr. Karim, Professor Jagdish, Dr. Kevin, Ms. Sujata, everyone. Congratulations and thank you so much. It was amazing. Honestly, it was.
Dr. Shama, this is my humble request to you. We should go for these kind of events on weekly basis now.
On weekly basis, Daljit. Definitely,
yeah.
Daljit, we will discuss. I think we will make one meeting again, Daljit. And
so maybe he is also principal, and I can also see we can have more students, different schools, various schools we can have. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, he liked very much, Ms. Sujata, this idea of humanization of education and taking this. He said that we must, and many school principals approached today to Daljit as well about this concept. And
we will do it.
So we have a great team now. Our team is becoming stronger and wonderful speakers. Today, Daljit ji, your students has amazed us. Avani, your happiness Shark Tank. You created Shark Tank in III today. It is amazing, amazing. You made our day. What do you say, Ms. Sujata?
Yeah, it was really great. Commendable performance from the student side, and it was really good, mind-blowing session. I would say. really
Yeah.
good.
Only thing, as judges said, you must focus on your body language. and
Yeah,
your-
body language. It must, the audience should never feel that they are by-hearting and speaking. They must feel that it's, as we speak, automatically, as you said, all the body parts will start talking, not just the lip and mouth, right? So that part, the natural things should come from them. That's how, but they did a great job. Yeah.
My humble request to all of you, I think we should invite all the winners. What are their views? How
Yeah,
are they
Daljit,
feeling?
we will. Yeah, please, Daljit. We will. Dr. Kevin, if with your permission.
1 minute, yeah.
Say again.
With your permission, because Daljit was suggesting that we'll invite our Miss speakers and winners also to have their opinions and this.
Of course.
Yeah. So Tanvir is here. So Tanvir, you rocked the show. You won the hearts of the jury. Wonderful. Yeah, few words from you, Tanvir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Tanvir, what do you want to say? How are you feeling today?
I feel really great, and I have this opinion that every new idea is group discussion. And today, more than a competition,
I think some network, maybe power gone.
I think the connection broke.
I think power problem, Dr. Kevin. Oh, whole school. I think Daljit is not also not there.
Some problem with at their end, I think, Dr. Sharma.
Yeah, I think the whole school.
Oh,
I think the power just went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Amnesia.
Except everyone. Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Sharma, I've got to run.
Yeah, done, Dr.
Yes.
Kevin. We will do it again then. No problem. I think there is a problem. We'll continue it again then. Then
Sounds
thank you,
good.
Dr. Kevin. Thank you so
all.
much.
Bye.
Thank you, Sujata. Thank you, Dr.
Bye.
Alisa.
Bye.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
Bye. Bye, Dr. Kevin, Dr. Kareem, Dr. Alisa.
Bye. Have a good evening, everybody.
you are also influencer. Your organization is influencing so many people.
And with Dr. Sharma at the helm, I know it's going to go bigger, global, with the millions of viewers creating the message and wave of happiness that Dr. Sharma wants to bring to the world. So thank you very much, Dr. Sharma.
One of the distinct things about III is growth and progress.
Hi, global community. My name is Farouk Kailan. I'm founder and CEO of Premium African Holdings and also a board member at the International Institute of Influencers. I'm here to offer my best wishes to Dr. Sharma for driving the affairs of the Institute all year round, and
enthusiasm and positivity and determination, future thinking, creativity, and all very good qualities from her. I really enjoyed having the conversation with Dr. Sharma.
When I listened to Dr. Sharma as we started today's interview, just even listening to her passion, her investment of time, I listened to her tenacity. She reeled off at least 12 different universities, MOUs. She talked about a vision. And to me, an influencer is someone like that, you know, where you're standing in the corner of the room and maybe no one can quite see you.
Greetings from the U.S. I am Dr. Kevin Ward. I am the COO and a member of the board of directors of the International Institute of Influencers. And this is an exciting day, and I'm glad to be able to bring a thought in regards to this great day and the long.
This Institute of Influencers is creating here is an outstanding activity which we all need, and therefore when I heard about it, I was very happy and honored to participate. So many thanks that I'm able to learn.
are also influencer. Your organization is influencing so many people.
And with Dr. Sharma at the helm, I know it's going to go bigger, global, with the millions of viewers creating the message and wave of happiness that Dr. Sharma wants to bring to the world. So thank you very much, Dr. Sharma.
One of the distinct things about III is growth and progress.
Hi, global community. My name is Farouk Kailan. I'm founder and CEO of Premium African Holdings and also a board member at the International Institute of Influencers. I'm here to offer my best wishes to Dr. Sharma for driving the affairs of the Institute all year round, and
enthusiasm and positivity and determination, future thinking, creativity, and all very good qualities from her. I really enjoyed having the conversation with Dr. Sharma.
When I listened to Dr. Sharma as we started today's interview, just even listening to her passion, her investment of time, I listened to her tenacity. She reeled off at least 12 different universities, MOUs. She talked about a vision. And to me, an influencer is someone like that, you know, where you're standing in the corner of the room and maybe no one can quite see you.
Greetings from the U.S. I am Dr. Kevin Ward. I am the COO and a member of the board of directors of the International Institute of Influencers. And this is an exciting day, and I'm glad to be able to bring a thought in regards to this great day and the long.
This Institute of Influencers is creating here is an outstanding activity which we all need. And therefore, when I heard about it, I was very happy and honored to participate. So many thanks that I'm able to learn.